Last week on Popstars, True Bliss was finally revealed to the nation. They shot their first music video, and they got their first CD single packaged and ready to hit the shelves.
Started off with 550.
The morning after the launch and the media circus begins, everyone wants to know about them.
What if it goes wrong? What if somebody writes something about you don't like? What if you get reviewed? They say you're crap. This group's crap.
It's one person's opinion. It really is. And we're strong together. We know what we're doing. We're having fun. And 10 people saying we're great, one person saying we're not, doesn't matter.
You guys scrub up really, really well.
So do you.
Shania Twain, of course, rumoured to be getting a clothes off for Playboy for $1 million. The obvious question, who would, who wouldn't?
Oh, I don't know. No.
$1 million? Erica, would you do it for $1 million? Goodness, I'm surprised at this. Joe, would you do it for $1 million?
I would. Bring it on.
Thanks heaps, True Bliss, for coming in here. You've been an absolute pleasure to interview. I mean that really sincerely.
We had a phone in yesterday morning. It was basically along the lines of it was after the Tuesday night's program. Who was your favourite member from True Bliss? And I'm just trying to think who the hell came out on top. I can't even remember the names.
Joe was very popular. Megan was very popular. That troublesome one with the helmet haircut, she was quite popular. And that really nice one didn't get many votes at all. The Hungarian Lebanese woman from Wellington. So we didn't go on about that because I thought she really came across this morning as the nicest of the lot. So there you go.
Quite like today. It's quite good. I was surprised for a New Zealand band.
I like Kerry and Megan with that long braided hair.
There's a bunch of girls trying to be the Spice Girls.
They're not good enough.
They're not good enough.
No. I'm just being honest.
One group of Spice Girls is enough. That's what I think.
Tonight's the night I'm gonna make it good. Is that what they say? I don't know. My sister actually auditioned for it.
Did she?
She did.
Get in?
No.
Oh, gosh. She look like you?
Yeah.
Okay.
The single Tonight finally hits the stores. It's now a matter of wait and see whether it'll actually move or not.
You think you're going to sell all that? Oh, yeah. It's going to be huge. The kids are hanging for it.
Their aim is #1, and a little impromptu self-promotion can't hurt.
You're my number one, saving all my love.
Then it's back to something more conventional and far-reaching, the women's magazines.
I don't know what type of angle I'm going for just yet. I'm going to wait and see see what the answers are to all of these and see what the questions are later.
There's some personal ones in there, like who was your first boyfriend? What was your first kiss like?
Part of our mission is to open some doors for really talented Kiwi artists.
Because there are so many.
We could be, you know, the ones that help put New Zealand music on the map. Look what Puli Fuimana did.
Up and over, Joe.
Image equals sales for the women's glossies. Preparation for the photos takes more time than the interview. The girls are over the moon with the results.
Cool.
We got on the cover.
Look at that!
Look, should we get 5?
Yeah. Oh my God! Joe, that is a wicked photo.
Next to Jerry Howell. See?
Yes, Joe hasn't helped Joe with the dance routines. All the other girls were really good, but I look spastic. I'm a bit like old Ginger Spice, a bit of boo, but no sense of rhythm.
What did they put that for?
The single may be out and they may be cover girls, but there's still a lot of work to do on their album. The backing tracks the girls recorded have to be enriched and their best takes blended together.
Now, really what we're trying to do is get some of the sounds, the backing sounds, out of the equipment behind me to Luke's system over there, add little bits and pieces and EQ and compress and
polishing it all up, getting all the levels right so we can hear everything, hear each girl's vocal.
The girls have recorded their vocals to the bare bones of a song. It's up to the producers to flesh it out and create the final product.
we've done one a day so far. It's going really well.
The girls have a different opinion. They've heard some unfinished tracks and they're worried about where it's heading.
It sounds like a remix album. With vocals at the beginning and then these big dance tracks on the end.
The ones that Luke did are flipping awesome.
Remember that guy Luke did our other songs?
Yeah.
They were awesome. And some other guys taken over because Luke was too busy. So
It sounds like a remix of our songs. Weird
Honestly,
dance beats and weird sounds everywhere for no reason.
shit.
Okay, this is it.
Anthony. Well, considering the amount of time that we had and, you know, just circumstances and whatnot, I mean, it's turned out pretty well. And I said, so basically what you're saying is you think it sucks.
Yeah, but the stuff that he did for us is just amazing that I thought, man, I didn't have any worries about anything else.
Some of those songs, there was bits that were so sharp that I was about to cringe myself. I was like...
Did you notice, though, that they took our line out? It sounded like shit. Well, why not just double up on one of the ones that they'd already put in?
No, I think they were trying to be arty. Yeah. Arty-farty,
Well,
and
it
it's not
sounded
working.
bad. It was like, where's the line gone? Thanks, guys.
The girls have called an emergency meeting at Sony to air their concerns. For Anthony, it's time to face their music.
I want to flush that song down the toilet so it never ever comes back through brittle, and that's what's shocking to me. Yeah, that will come out, I know that.
Like that version kind of just was like, okay, there's the lyrics and there's the music and there's the backing.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's fine. There are compromises that I need to make to get this project completed and as best on time with as much, I mean, trying to make as many people happy as possible, which has been a huge job.
I guess so for me, I have a perfectionist level, and I don't like thinking that what I've done is not at my perfectionist level.
I think everyone just needs to back off and ease up and just realise what you've got in this, like, 2 months.
If this record was crap, I promise you it wouldn't be going out, because we got our local artist reputation behind it as well. We don't release, we hope, local records that are crap.
On that note, Anthony and Yost head off to complete the album. Coming up, True Bliss on tour. Sony is taking the group on a promotional tour of the 4 main centres to help push the single. There's only just enough time to check the latest True Bliss stories.
Look down there. It's me. It's too much.
They'll do a proper concert tour in a couple of months. Now their target is radio stations and record stores. Everyone's fascinated to find out if they're the same as on TV.
I love it when your stomach jumps into your throat and then back down through your butt. It's exciting, all the turbulence. It's like going on a roller coaster.
I don't like flying at all.
They're hardly off the plane before they're stopped for autographs. For Kerry, this isn't the only new experience.
I've never been to Wellington. This is so exciting. It's so cool.
Not so cool is the hassle of those early morning starts. Breakfast radio is waiting.
Do you realise what time it is? Come and have a look at our clock. 7:10, and we had a wake-up call at 6:30, but we woke up even before that. It's all on!
From now on, every day they're going to have to be fully prepared to face their public.
It's not easy being a female, you know.
I haven't actually got a route yet, but...
We can build one on and
keep on her. Oh, cute guy? No. I haven't been single for so long, so it's good. All good.
We're #1 in the record store in Birkenhead. Yeah, and according to radio stations in Auckland, we've reached star status.
Whatever that means.
Wave to those cute guys. He's
They may lose track of where they are and who they're talking to, but the questions remain the same.
We're with the Wired crew, and they're taking us through Pack and Save here in Wellington.
It's New World.
Oh, start again. We're in New World here in Wellington.
At the moment, they call me Evil Bliss.
Evil Bliss?
Yes.
I'm personally quite jealous and I wish I was you. That's my dream.
More chances to mix and mingle with the public and to provide them with real live music while they shop.
Shake, ooh, now move, gotta have ya. Shake, ooh, saving all my love.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is so cool. Wellington weather for you.
Hello, my name is
I've worn this ring. Yeah, I told you about it.
Oh, that Troy.
Oh, hang on, we're holding it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This is our future husband. Al. Notice how I say Al? Al.
I don't want your freedom. I don't want to play around.
True Bliss, world famous in New Zealand and risking a bad case of RSI. Even the more traditional media are fascinated.
Hi there. Hi. Oh, what a reception.
I don't think anybody really knows what the ride is like until you're on it.
Now you're on it, do you reckon you're training as you go?
Yes. Yes. It's cold, eh?
There is a genuine feeling of encouragement from the local radio stations.
Lay off, this is my show. You guys are like the Spice Girls.
You know, they're doing exactly what we would ask of any of our other artists, and that's like get out and meet the people and help sell their records, and they've been fantastic at it, really, really fantastic at it, and you know, everyone loves them.
This is Thomas and this is Georgia, and they're our smallest fans so far.
True Bliss is the name of the group. Good morning.
Good, I'll just whack those needles back in place.
Another day, another city, another radio station.
These guys can sing. True Bliss coming up in just one mo.
I like that. These guys can sing.
Well, I'm just checking with your crew here, and they were saying you really can, because, you know, there's a lot of people who think that it's all about looking good and having a promotion. And
Riccarton, Christchurch. True Bliss gets a hint of just how popular they could be. A supposedly surprise appearance at the mall has been picked up by radio, and at short notice, hundreds of fans turn up. The response is beyond the group's wildest dreams, and the energy is infectious. For young New Zealand children, this is a rare opportunity to meet a pop star in the flesh.
You can't have a shower now, you realise. You're not allowed to wash anymore. Thank you. There you go. Good. Okay? Thanks for coming in.
I got all of them enlarged so that I could show them to my friends.
The public response has been huge, and the girls need a little light release.
Yeah, much better.
Much better.
Would you say that that went well and it was positive and everything?
Do you imagine how big something will be when it's promoted? Because that was honestly a few promos over the air saying, oh, we'll be at Riccarton Mall this afternoon. It's huge. I'd say we're dangerously off course here.
Can't believe it. You just don't even expect it and it hits you. Going into my little celebrity shell. Okay.
All I want to do is close my eyes and go to bed.
And today was so awesome. We just signed so many autographs and it was just so amazing. We never ever expected it.
It was cool because, like, as soon as we got outside the mall, we all started screaming because we were so excited.
The fact is, this is the entertainment business, you know, and that doesn't just mean recording something and putting it on the shelf. It means everyday entertaining people's desires to meet you, you know, everything.
And now we're all stuffed.
Next stop, Dunedin, and no time to rest.
Is that the 4XO one or something? 4XO.
Oh, got the key.
Cool.
We're at a radio station in Dunedin. I shouldn't have made that face. No, good. And we're going to look at the music collection. I don't know where it is. Is this it in here? Craig Scott. Or is it Scott Craig? Which way do they put it round? I hate it when people have two last names for a first name. Oh, who else have we got? Billy Vaughan. Billy... I'm slightly afraid.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
Morning. They're all sitting there reading themselves in the paper there. Very exciting. Is it warm enough for you? What is it, 6 degrees outside?
Oh, just fantastic.
Marvellous,
Yeah.
marvellous. Did you see yourselves on TV last night?
No,
Oh, it was great. It was great. It was marvellous. You cried.
I'm aware.
You all
But
laughed
it's
at
so
us.
cool. What? Did she cry?
She did too, actually. She was great. My heart went out to you last night.
Thanks,
You really
man.
showed yourself. It was cool. Birthday calls time with a slight twist.
Happy birthday to you, Lord. Happy birthday to you. Holy sh! You've been watching that too many times.
I was going to say that.
With their last radio station interview completed, it's time to practice their people skills around the Dunedin walls. But there's more work before they return to Auckland. Sony has just revealed it wants another song for the album, and it has to be recorded tomorrow. The girls are going to have to do the vocal arrangement themselves on the road.
They've got to also not just think about how we're doing the parts, but what it's going to sound like.
All I'm saying is I don't know if I want to split it up that way. It's just, it gives us bigger chunks than we've ever had before in all our other songs.
And I don't mind whatever line, whatever bit. I just want to get on with it.
I don't care if I have one line or none. I just want to know
that it's going to sound
awesome.
And
it's got to sound better than...
we just should
than
actually
and it needs to
give
sound
something a go.
different from the original as well.
Yeah.
Sets all high rings through my ears and sings my Spanish lullaby.
On their way home, their production manager confirms recording tomorrow is on, without the services of Anthony Iwasa.
They are going to go ahead with some recording for the song, and Simon Holloway is on deck.
So we're doing it with Simon as opposed to Anthony?
Yeah. Anthony basically said that he's tied up and he was given the first option.
Still working on your project, it's not like it's gone away.
Will we get a
producer royalties for that?
Yeah.
Anthony's been working non-stop putting the final touches to the album, and the results see a new attitude from the girls.
It is cool, it is, yeah.
I
think why we were worried at Sony is just because, I mean, you don't want to release something that you're not entirely happy with.
just those few little things that we pointed out, they did change, and now it is a professional and an awesome debut album.
The album's got to be finished this weekend if we're going to get it out. And I want one more track. Anthony's mixing away, he hasn't got any time just now. He's basically working 24 hours a day to finish the tracks that he's worked on. I just want to make sure that the record's just consistently strong all the way through.
La Isla Bonita. The girl didn't like us anyway, who was taking those photos.
It seems that not everybody has seen the girls as media darlings.
We didn't really care, we were all tired.
Think of what you were wearing that day. Did we care what we looked like?
Yeah, so although Peter gets to be the public face of True Bliss and gets to do all the fun stuff, he's also the one who will be left with an egg on his face if everything goes horribly wrong.
And bliss up your life. New Zealand's guinea pig Spice Girls are True Bliss.
That's the headline. Amy Bimbo.
I always wanted to be one.
I can't believe how clever these newspaper people are. They just take what's written on our little sheets of paper and kind of change the words slightly, and they think they've written something themselves. It's quite funny.
Young girl with eyes like the desert.
The final track is a cover of Madonna's La Isla Bonita, chosen by Joe.
The island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the samba played, the sun was set so high, ring through my ears and sing my eyes.
When I was 10 or 11, back in South Africa, we always used to go to my grandmother's farm for holidays, and my cousin and I always used to get up on my grandmother's roof and sing La Isla Bonita. So I really have to thank Joe. But as soon as she said La Isla Bonita, I was like, oh my God, that is my favourite song, man.
It's actually a song where Madonna was kind of taking the piss, I think, and I don't know whether there's some of these subtle nuances are going astray on the girls, but it's a difficult song for, you know, relatively inexperienced singers.
All of nature wild and free. This is
The heat is on. New studio, new engineer, new producer, and challenging material to work with.
the sun was set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes, a Spanish lullaby.
There's all these harmonies through it that we want to kind of build on, which are throughout the chorus.
I've got 24 tracks, and I'm only using 2 for music.
We can do the ones for the end on that as well.
Which means that effectively we can do like 4 passes if you really want to build it up that much.
We do the stuff, all the other stuff is an overdub, but I actually wouldn't mind doing the
Oh, right, okay.
because that's a nice bed. It'd be nice to have it probably twice over.
So is that the...
Well, they were struggling when I first arrived with the new studio environment and the new producer. As it's only natural, they got used to Anthony and the whole way that he did things, and they'll come through.
They're running out of time, and a few chinks are starting to appear. Something has got to give.
It's not worth capturing the moment on film if it's going to wreck the song.
Yeah.
I mean, understandably, we're trying to compromise by saying, sweet as, we'll do some, like, dud ones for you. And I know you want to capture us, like, making it and stuff, but at the same time, it's not worth compromising what it's going to sound like.
And this is what it's all about, really, for you guys, especially.
The documentary crew gets 10 minutes to film the girls singing a backing track before being politely told to leave.
I'm about to turn the lights off because we need some atmosphere in here, so see you later.
The moment of truth. A week has passed since the single's release and everyone has gathered at Sony to hear the verdict.
Megan gets a 2.
Definitely.
Carly?
I'm going for 5.
2 5s.
Five is a 5.
Kerry?
I'm a 7.
7. Rodney?
Yeah.
Rodney, you know. 4.
The singles chart is faxed out to record companies and radio stations every Wednesday. They're hoping for a #1 debut, but that hasn't happened for Sony with a local act for 10 years.
No, it's a long process. You know, we've made a start and we're on the chart, and that's the most important
So
thing.
we are on
Yeah, of course we're on the chart. We'll get on the top 20 chart show. It'll go up next week, although it's going to be bloody hard because it's #1.
True Bliss have achieved what they set out to do. #1 in New Zealand.
I just can't believe it. Oh my God, we're #1.